In this video, we're going to discuss what a blockchain is and how to decentralize a blockchain mining. Nothing I say on this channel is financial advice. Always do your own research before investing any money. So what is a blockchain? Well, back in 2008, an anonymous person who goes by the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto created something called Bitcoin. Bitcoin is powered by a blockchain. A blockchain is a distributed ledger technology. Now, what that really means is if I was going to go and send you some money at, let's say, the bank, then I would create a transaction which would go onto a ledger. Let's just think of a ledger like a piece of paper. The blockchain creates the same thing, creates different transactions that happen on a ledger. Now, instead of that ledger just being centralized in one place, such as at the bank, it's decentralized via a blockchain. Now, each page, shall we say, of that ledger has various transactions on it, and the last transaction will then be printed onto the next ledger as the first transaction on that ledger. Now, this will continue to then create various different ledgers or pieces or various different blocks. Now, each of these blocks, rather than being centralized into one location, each block is created in a variety of different locations. This causes decentralization, and this enables the entire blockchain to be tamper-proof, and it means that no one can go in and alter any of the transactions because the decentralized network is being spread out all the time across the world. Each block is being created via mining, or in this example, Bitcoin mining, where various computers will compete with one another to solve an equation which will allow them to print the block. Once they print the block, they're then rewarded for providing their computer power in Bitcoin. And this is how new Bitcoin is created and how Bitcoin mining works to create a blockchain. Now, not only is this beneficial because it's tamper-proof, but it also doesn't require a third party or a trustee. Therefore, it is a trustless system. This is extremely powerful because it means that in the future, we can interact with people all around the world in a peer-to-peer system. One, saving a huge amount of money, saving time, and ultimately creating a 100% reliable system. Now, as we move into the end of March, we're going to see a huge upgrade take place on the Ethereum network called the Shanghai hard fork. A very important part of this is the introduction of Verkle trees. Verkle trees are shaping up to be an important part of Ethereum's upcoming scaling upgrades. They serve the same function as Merkle trees, and you can put a large amount of data into a Verkle tree and make a short proof witness of any single piece or set of pieces of that data that can be then verified by someone who only has the root of the tree. The key property that Verkle trees provide, however, is that they are much more efficient in proof size. If a tree contains 1 billion pieces of data, making a proof in a traditionally binary Merkle tree would require about 1 kilobyte. But in a Verkle tree, the proof would be less than 150 bytes, a reduction sufficient to make stateless clients finally viable in practice. So effectively, simply put, it's kind of like a zip file. Someone sends you a zip file, it can be a really small piece of information, but by opening it, it then opens up the huge data set. So this is a great way for the blockchain to be able to send enormous amounts of data, but with low requirement because it can reduce enormous data sets into very small roots that allow you to access everything else. Now, I've already explained how the blockchain for Bitcoin works, but there's a whole range of different ways in which a blockchain can be used. Not just in proof of ownership of a particular token, but in proof of ownership of all sorts of different things through something called a smart contract. Now, Ethereum is the original smart contract blockchain. Smart contract allows you to prove ownership of a variety of different assets, and you've probably heard of something called an NFT, which is a digital asset in the form of an image, and this is linked to the blockchain. So your ownership of that particular image is linked on the blockchain. This could then be extended into a variety of different things. It could be ownership of particular real-world items such as houses, cars, and all sorts of other things. It's hugely important because it creates a trustless system in which the middleman is removed from pretty much every process you can think of. Using a platform like Chainlink, we can take all this real world data and move it onto a blockchain or onto a smart contract. This means that you could then go and book hotels using a completely trustless system where there's no requirement for any middleman involvement at all. You may be thinking, well, isn't that what Booking.com or another website like this does? Well, yes, but they will always take a fee for doing this. But doing this through a blockchain is not only completely tamper-proof, but also will massively reduce the costs going forward. This could be used in all sorts of other things like blockchain gaming, where you can go and play different games, earn rewards on that particular blockchain, and then move them across chains to different networks and share them with other people around the world. Bitcoin, a digital currency, has been around for 9 years and has achieved a lot by creating a more secure and cheaper way to receive and send payments around the world. However, the real achievement of Bitcoin was demonstrating the true power of decentralized blockchain. Bitcoin is made possible through a series of independent and interlinked nodes that power its blockchain. This blockchain technology has been adopted by hundreds of other digital currencies. So in summary, a blockchain technology is something very, very exciting. It offers a huge range of different services that we probably haven't even thought of right now. And there are all the time new platforms being built onto the blockchain, such as Web3, which is a third generation internet. And that's definitely something you should learn about. So if you don't know what Web3 is, then make sure you subscribe to this channel because we are often creating videos on that particular topic. If you enjoyed the video, guys, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you want to learn more about Web3, NFTs, crypto, trading, and much, much more, then hit subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.